What's up? It's Tony back with another episode of the ItsTony podcast. And I want to start with a question. Do y'all listen to DDG's music? So today I'm on YouTube and I'm scrolling through because most of the time, if I'm on my phone, I'm looking at ideas for the pod, or on YouTube just looking at stuff. And I'm on YouTube and I see DDG's music video for the song Wouldn't Even Cap. So I listen to it and it don't sound terrible. And I'm gonna be honest throughout this whole thing that I'm about to go down. The music that I heard, the music video, it wasn't terrible. The song, it wasn't terrible. But it just made me question, why don't people listen to DDG more? Why don't I listen to DDG? I could get to that answer really quickly. I don't listen to DDG because I don't listen to the people that rap like him. Like, I think that he raps a lot like Gunna, Rowdy Rich, those younger generation rappers, and I don't listen to those rappers on like consistently. But even the Gunners, the Rowdy Rich, they are on a higher tier of their sound and the music that they put out than DDG. I feel like DDG is like an offspring of them, and I don't think that he does his music as good quality wise as them. So I say all of that to say that's why I don't listen to him, because he's just an off-brand version of the Rowdy Riches, of the Gunners, of the Little Babies, of everybody in that realm, the people that rap about money, jewelry, cars, and clothes. He's just like a offspring of those people. He's not like as good as them musically or rapping wise, but they all rap about the same thing. So that's why I don't listen to DDG. Now, my question led to why doesn't his music get even more traction? And it made me a bunch of questions just started popping in my head. For instance, what was his goal as a rapper? Like, what was his goal? Was it to be number one? Was it to just be respected as a rapper? Then I started, after I asked myself that question, I started going down a rabbit hole of watching the videos of DDG, his songs, his music videos, all of those things. And I already knew DDG from making vlogs and being a content creator. And I strongly believe, and I want to say this before anything else after this seems like hate. When I watch DDG's YouTube videos, you can see the creativity. You can see it since the beginning. On even one of his songs, he says that he's a pioneer, and he really is. When it comes to young black YouTube content creators, he is one of the pioneers. He is one of the people that influence other people to do YouTube. So I credit him for that. He was very creative in his YouTube videos and his content creation. I believe that he thought outside of the box. I believe that he actually found ways to get his audience to stay in tune with him, and he gained a whole bunch of subscribers doing it. So I credit him on the YouTube side, on the vlogs and taking videos of his daily life and stuff. I think that he was very creative. I think he was a pioneer. I think that he was very innovative as a YouTube content creator. Now, after watching a bunch of the music videos, after listening to a bunch of the albums, I don't feel like he's that creative and innovative in music. I feel like I said in the beginning, he's just an offspring of the artists that are popular right now. He's not doing anything different from them. His music videos are really different. Don't get me wrong, he has some music videos here and there where they are good videos. None of it is terrible. Whereas in the beginning of his music, a lot of the albums are terrible. Like, I listened to all 5 of the albums that he has on Apple Music. I listened to Take Me Serious. Take Me Serious should not be taken serious. It is not a good album. It sounds like he's just having fun. I'm not mad at it, but it sounds very generic. It sounds like basic writing. It sounds like basic bars. It sounds like basic, I have money, I like to flaunt it. I like clothes. I like to buy clothes, and I like girls. I have issues with girls, relationship wise. The next album, Valedictorian, is the same thing. His sound is getting better, and when I'm listening to Valedictorian, I'm like, Valedictorian, that means that you was one of the smartest people in your class, and that means not only were you one of the smartest people in your class, you were one of the top people in your class. In music, you're not that with Valedictorian. Your sound is getting better, so I won't be that harsh on you, but I don't see the Valedictorian traits in music. I see those traits in YouTube creation. I see those traits in content creation. I see how you're different than the pack. I see how you create a wave. You don't just hop on a wave. But in music, on the first two albums, Take Me Serious and Valedictorian, I do not see you creating your own sound or creating your own wave and your own trend. Then his third album, Die for Respect with OG Parker. I do believe that this is when he starts taking music serious. It is way more serious than the two albums before, and his sound is there. All of the music sounds good. He has great features on it. His best songs so far, and after listening to all 5 albums, his best song in his discography is the song with NBA YoungBoy, Hood Melodies. And I don't think it's because of him. I think NBA YoungBoy verse is just so good on that song that song is his best song. I'm not talking about views on a video. I'm not talking about what everybody likes. I'm talking about, to me, his best song in his discography is Hood Melodies. But it's not because of him. His verse didn't really give me nothing. He has better verses than the Hood Melodies verse, but I'm talking about song, like creation of song. Hood Melodies is his best song. And Die for Respect, I understand why he stated in an interview why he felt like that album is underrated.
A project that I feel like is very, very flawless and also slept on is, it's called Die for Respect with OG Parker. And I got like a bunch of songs on there. Like Hood Melody, Moonwalking in Calabasas, few songs on there that I really, really enjoy, and I feel like it's ahead of its time.
In his discography, that is probably the start of, oh, I'm really a rapper. I'm really showing that I want to rap and I love this rap shit. Then his next album, his fourth album, is It's Not Me, It's You. I think that it's coasting. I think that he hit a peak with Die for Respect. Then I feel like It's Not Me, It's You is coasting. Like, you're just staying on that bar. I don't think you went up. I don't think you really went down. I think the sounds are good. I think your specific sound as an artist, your sound is still there. It's solidified. I think the song Elon Musk with Gunna is really good, and it shows that you and Gunna are talking about the same exact things. And if Gunna didn't have an accent and didn't use auto-tune or use his voice the way he used it, you guys are similar artists. I think his sound is just more popular, and he's just better at his sound than you are. He's better at getting into flow pockets than you are. But you guys rap about the same things, and that's why I don't understand why you don't use that same creativity and innovation from YouTube videos and this content creation that you did. I don't understand why you don't use it as an artist. I don't understand why you didn't come in trying to be different. You just came in and you seen the trend of, oh, I have the money now because I'm a YouTuber and I'm a successful YouTuber, and I have the money to buy the cars, the clothes, the jewelry. I have the money to get next to the girls. So why not just be like the rappers that have all the money that I have? Why not me just jump on the trend of that? And I think that's where you failed. I think you're very successful at YouTube because you did not follow a trend. You created a trend. And I can say that as a YouTuber, your creativity is kind of going down, but I will explain that part later. With It's Not Me, It's You, I love the Elon Musk song. Not love, but I like the Elon Musk song with Gunna. It's good. The song that I might like even more than Elon Musk is the song Stay in My Circle. I like the bar or the line where he says, in love with the music, and that he gets a rush when the views hit because it finally feels like he proved it. I thought that was fire. But do I agree with the sentiment? Maybe not. I don't feel like he's as in love with music as he was with the grind of becoming a popular YouTuber. I don't feel like he's that in love with the music, but I can see how in the music he's saying that, yo, he's being serious. And I applaud that. I feel like that's a line that I really like. Then you go to the next, his most recent album, and with Maybe It's Me, and I feel like again it's coasting. I think the production is getting better after Die for Respect, but I don't think he's doing anything different. I just, like I said, I believe as an artist, he's lazy. Honestly, I don't think that he tries to be creative. I think maybe in some of the videos he tries to go outside of the box and do creative things, but as a rapper, I don't think that he does that. And I think that he doesn't have the ability to be lazy in rap because like he already knows he's a YouTuber. So people don't give him as much respect as an artist. And I think that by him not being creative, it shows that he doesn't give music as much respect as he thinks he does. In interviews, he says, yo, he started with music when he was younger. His father had a studio, or he was an engineer or something to that effect. And then as a YouTuber, he started getting into music when he started doing the diss tracks on Lil Yachty and Rice Gum. And he was like, oh, the people mess with my music, so let me start doing music. Okay, and I feel like that little switch, it don't feel like it was a love for music. It felt like, oh, I can get people to listen to my music. Let me try it. Let me have fun. And that's why I believe that it's lazy. You can tell that in his music, it just sounds like I want to have fun. But at a certain point during his discography, you can hear that, yo, I don't like that people not saying my music is as good as these other people. So he actually starts to try a little bit more. But even his try a little bit more is still lazy because people are already doing the sound that he's doing already, and they're doing it better. So I feel like he's lazy. I feel like he's not as creative, not as innovative. And I'm going to repeat that over and over because as a YouTuber, he created trends. He was very influential. And a song that I really like on the Maybe It's Me, he says he was a pioneer. And yes, he was. He was a pioneer in the YouTube stuff. But he's not a pioneer in the music stuff. He might feel like a pioneer saying, yo, he's one of the people that transitioned from YouTube to music, but he's not a pioneer in music. He's just one of the first people that did it. And I guess you can say that's a pioneer, but he's not as an influential pioneer for his transition from YouTube to music as he is as being a YouTuber and one of the best young YouTubers. I feel like he's really, and he deserved the title of pioneer for the stuff that he's done in YouTube, but not for the transition from YouTube to music. I feel like it's lazy. I feel like he has these title names like Take Me Serious, like Valedictorian, like Die for Respect. All of these titles, like he's taking it serious. Like he wants to be different in music. Like he wants to be one of the top people in music, but he's not that. And the effort doesn't show that. So for Maybe It's Me, I like the Pioneer song, and I like the song Hard on Myself. Hard on Myself sounds very Drake influenced. And I'm not mad at people being influenced by Drake because Drake is the biggest artist. Why wouldn't you copy? So I'm not mad at that, but it does sound very Drake influenced. And he has a line in it that says, doing videos on the net, but I'd rather just rap. One day, I'm going to take that leap of faith and just focus on that. But the money that I'm getting crazy, I can't even cap. Streaming niggas getting 50 million to chill and react. So, all of that sentiment is what I feel in the music. I don't feel like he's focused and his heart is in the music. But I can be wrong. I don't know this man. I only know what I see it from interviews, from the music, and from what he tells us. He might really love rap. He might really be interested in being one of the biggest in rap. But from what I have listened to, after listening to all 5 of the albums, after watching multiple music interviews, after watching the vlogs that he make, I don't know what his goal is as a rapper. And that was my beginning question. Does he want to be one of the best in rap? Does he want to be one of the best new rappers? If so, he should be creative. He shouldn't just chase the money. He shouldn't just look at music as it's lucrative. He should be hungry. And that is the thing with DDG as a rapper compared to him as a YouTuber. When he was doing YouTube, he was hungry. He was hungry to make a living. He was hungry to get his family out the situation they were in. Now he's there. He has the money. He has the cars. He has the clothes. He has his woman, his family, and all of those things. So he may be hungry in his head of being one of the biggest artist, but you can't see it in the effort or in the actions. He may feel that he's being hungry and he's very ambitious because he's putting out a bunch of Lucy's, but to me, I feel like those Lucy's are what are the name of them. They're Lucy's. They're just singles with no effort. Maybe I'll do a video to them, but creating videos aren't hard for him. So whereas other artists, they're not putting out a video for every song. He's used to knowing how to put a video for every song. He's used to making viral videos. So that's easy. But let's get to the music. My thing is not even like, you can tell, even with the line that I just said about the streamers making millions and him wanting to focus on rap, you can tell that he's having difficulty transitioning. But at what album number are you going to actually fully just focus on transitioning? It's just a question that comes into mind. He knows how to make a viral video and make money off of YouTube like that with a snap of his fingers. He know how to make a good headline. He know how to stay relevant. He know how to do all of that stuff. But my thing is, when will you take the sacrifice and say, let me not benefit from making money off of YouTube, which he can do, like I said, in a snap, in an instance, and say, yo, I want to actually be an artist and I want to be taken seriously. Some people take him seriously and some people not going to do all of the stuff that I'm doing or have all the questions that I'm having. But I'm saying, as the hip-hop fan that I am, I don't feel like DDG is a real hip-hop fan. I don't feel like he's a real hip-hop artist. I think he does the bare minimum as a hip-hop artist, and he benefits from having fans from YouTube, so they show love in the music field. I don't feel like he's really grinding it out like other artists are. You can tell that this is not a last resort for him. You can tell that he has one foot in YouTube, and he does it when he wants to, and he gets his views from YouTube, and then you could tell that he has his other foot in music, where he's trying to hold on to both and bring his YouTube fans to the music side. It doesn't feel like he's trying to gain just music lover fans. And I'm a YouTube fan, so that's how I got to the music. But I think he would want his fans to be more just music fans, just people that love music and that are getting in tune with him because they love music and the music that he's putting out. I don't think that he's doing the work to do that. I believe that the way you can get those fans and you can get more people in tune with your music is if you take music seriously and you use the same mindset that you had when you were getting into YouTube of, I want to be different. I want to talk about different things than everybody else is talking about. I want to create the trends. And I'm not saying that in music he hasn't done that. He's done that with Moonwalking in Calabasas. He's done that with the song with Coil Ray that I didn't even know was a DDG song. I just knew the Coil Ray part from TikTok. He's done that. He's shown that he can do viral things in any aspect. He's shown his ability to be viral. But he hasn't shown his ability to be viral with just the music enough times for me to put any stake in him or any belief in him as an artist. And that is why I don't listen to DDG. And that's why I believe that he doesn't have way more fans of his music. Because you can tell that he's lazy. You can tell that this is disingenuous. You can tell that he's just hopping on a trend of a million other rappers. He even speaks about it, how there are many other rappers there are many other people in the industry. So it's harder for his music to stick when there's a whole bunch of other people talking about the same thing. And then again, that is why I say that he's lazy. Because you would get them to stick if you were making good music and being different, but you're not being different. You're not being creative. You're just being lazy. You're just doing the bare minimum. I wanted to know which one has been easier for him to gain information to make money from YouTube or gain information to make money from music. I believe his answer would be the YouTube thing, because now he has it and he's able to do all of the things necessary to make his videos get views. Things that I'm saying he's a pioneer for, because those are things that I would like to emulate. But you can tell in music he hasn't got all the information yet. And maybe when he gets all the information, we will see it. But until then, you can see that he's still trying to scramble to find a way to like make songs that are going to reach the people. And he also speaks about that as well, about he doesn't know which song is going to be viral most of the time in the music wise. He can make a video that can make them viral and make people listen to it, but he doesn't know which song is going to pop. He knows like sometimes, but I feel like once he get that information on what people want to listen to and what people gravitate to in music, not in YouTube and videos, in music, he will start being more creative. He will start getting his audience to come over to his side. Until then, he seems clueless. And since he's clueless, you know what he's doing? He's jumping on other trends. Oh, let me make songs and put a dance with it and put it on TikTok. Or let me just sound like everybody else and get on cool production that everybody else is getting and do the same thing. It's not hip hop. No, and let me not say it's not hip hop. It's not artistry. I think everything he's rapping about is hip hop. It's about the things that other people rap up in hip hop. But I don't think that he's showing the level of artistry that I need in my hip hop. I need you to try new things. I need you to be different. I need you to create a trend. I need you to shock people. I need you to talk about things that other people aren't talking about. And he can. He can. And some people may not want to listen to it. But at least when you are being yourself and telling your truth in your music, the people that gravitate to that, they're going to stay forever. They're not just going to they're not just going to flip-flop to, oh, I want to listen to Gunna. I'd rather Gunna than DDG, or I'd rather Roddy Ricch than DDG. They're going to be DDG solely fans. They're not just going to be, oh, I like vibe music and DDG makes that music. So, okay, I'll turn on some DDG. He will have solely DDG music fans. Be vulnerable. Talk about new things. Tell your story. Tell it in depth. In my opinion, you haven't done that. And when you have done that, you've done it sporadically, here and there. Be different on your next album. Try. Be DDG YouTube video, create trends, innovative DDG. Don't be DDG Gunna. Don't be DDG rap like everybody else rapping. And I think you have the mindset to do that. I think that if you're able to be a pioneer in one thing, you can change that to something else. And I think it's never too late. You're still young and you still have a whole bunch of things to say. I believe strongly that you can be a pioneer in the YouTube to music transition. I believe that. Because I've seen you do it once. I don't think you're a hit wonder when it comes to like your creative thought, because I see how easy it is for you to do the creative thing in YouTube. And I see how even sometimes in your music videos, how you can be creative. Just push it more. Push the envelope more. Don't make the music with the sole intent of, oh, I want to get people to listen to it. Make the music with the sole intent of, I want to be different and I want to sound good. And I think when you put good music and trying to be different and being different the good music, I think you can be the best artist that you can be. But right now, I think you're lazy, and I think that you have more way to go. You're just stagnant at this moment. Next topic I want to talk about is the Joe Budden podcast. And this will be quick because I really only want to talk about one thing and one person. Melissa Ford is terrible for the podcast. She's terrible for the podcast because the one thing that I believe Joe put her on the podcast for, she doesn't do. Or she does it rarely. But the crazy thing is that when she does it rarely and when she does it properly, she does it great. She does it, it's golden. It gets a lot of clicks. But for instance, today's pod, he asked her a simple question.
Here's my question for you. Mm-hmm. If someone were to call, don't get into who the someone is. You have a rapport with the someone already. You already have a rapport to someone. You speak to the someone. There's some type of something with the someone. And that person would call next week or next month and say, hey, I'm paying your rent this month. How would you feel?
I would be curious as to why.
Okay.
I just wants to pay my rent.
Yeah.
I would think that there was an ulterior motive. And I would...
So would you allow him to pay it?
No, because
We can't do it. We can't do it. We can't do it.
No, because some niggas do that though.
It's
Some
just
niggas
lies and confusion up here. We cannot do it. We cannot have it because there's lie. It would just be lies and confusion.
What answer are you looking for from her?
Truth.
he thinks that...
The truth.
He
2 very boring minutes later.
It's not stranger danger.
Okay, it's not stranger danger. Okay, and it's somebody that
It's not.
Okay.
I'm not talking about just a nigga at the bar that said that.
Okay.
You have a rapport with this person. You speak to this person.
Okay, yes. Then I would.
That's it.
Okay, fine. I would.
Okay.
If those are the circumstances, fine. I would.
And that was the end of my line of questioning. It's not fishy there or nothing. It's not a setup.
She did a whole runaround like she does, like trying to not say anything that will make her look bad or da. And that is the problem with her on the show. She does that too much. When sometimes you just need her to just loosen up and not care, she can't do that. You need her to have the woman perspective. And sometimes she wants to have the pretty, respectability woman perspective. And sometimes it's not necessary. Most of the times it's not necessary. Everybody's on a show to make the show better. Do you really think that Queen's Flip is needed for his takes? No, he's there for the show, for the laughter, to be outrageous, to be immature. He's not there because people actually care about his takes on politics or music industry. He don't even listen to music. Like, most of the topics he doesn't relate to, but the ones that he does and the inner workings of the podcast where he jokes on Joe or Ish or da, that is what he's there for. Melissa Ford is there for the woman's perspective, and she really gives it. She really gives it, and when she gives it, sometimes it's too much respectability. It's too much, I don't want to be judged, rather than just being who you are. Because either way is going to get judged. I feel like a lot of people on the show are doing this thing where they don't want to have viral moments, so they're shutting up. Another person that does it, my favorite person on the show, Ish, he does it a lot too. When he has opinion that are true to his nature and he has something to say, he wants to be quiet. For instance, with the Drake and Kendrick thing, because he received so much hate before with the slander, not the slander, with him not really messing with Kendrick, he be quiet when it's time to talk about the Drake and Kendrick thing. And I think he does the podcast a disservice. I don't agree with everything that it says, but he's my favorite because in the beginning he used to just, his takes used to be entertaining. He wasn't just being quiet because he don't want to have to deal with the backlash. And I know it's easy to say because I don't get backlash and I don't have the views and stuff. And maybe when I get the views and stuff, I might feel different. But, bro, you are there. You and Melissa Ford are there for a reason. You're not there to just for everybody to agree with you. You're not there for everybody to look at you and be like, we like that guy. You're there to be problematic. You're there to have takes that we don't like. You're there to be entertaining. You're there to be judged. The problem with both Melissa and Ish is that they don't want to be judged too harshly anymore, which is why when on the episode when Ish talks about being blocked off of Instagram because he's going back and forth with people commenting saying he's glazing, that's why he got blocked, because he's in a mode of like, I don't want people to be able to talk to me this way. And like I said, it's because I don't have the views and I'm not in the scenario. I might have this take, but I believe that just turn the phone off. Just ignore it. They're getting paid too much money for certain things to bother them. But at least with Melissa Ford, she's been going through this forever. Maybe you get tired, but you're still reaping the benefits from the people that do like you and from the people that don't like you, because they're saying something. You need all of the interactions, the bad and the good ones. You need both. And Melissa Ford should know that better. I understand where Ish. He came from something where he wasn't on the internet, where he doesn't on the internet a lot. I'm the same. I don't be on the internet a lot. I don't have a big internet footprint. Like I delete most of my accounts and stuff like that. All of my accounts right now, I have them because I want to make this grow. So I understand with Ish, but Melissa Ford, I don't get it. And even Ish, I don't get it neither, because he's been here for like 4 years now. You should get a little used to it. They're going to do that. And if you want to say all of that, like say smart stuff back to the fans, you could do that. But I'm saying, like, don't let any of that affect how you pod, bro. Say your opinions. Melissa Ford, please say your opinions, because when you say your opinions, it's golden. I'm going to be honest. I hate Melissa Ford on the pod, because I don't believe the risk is worth the reward. I don't believe the risk of her not speaking and not saying stuff that is needed on the pod is worth the little bit of times or the sporadic times or the far in between times when she does have good takes and she does push the button. I don't believe the risk is worth the reward. But I will say that if she's there and she's going to continue to be there, and I don't want her to get fired. I don't like her. I hate her on the show. She's my least favorite person on the show. But if she's going to be there, which I want you to get your bag, be there and be entertaining. They ask you a question that may make you look bad, but it's true. Like, just have your truthful answer. You don't have to try to find a way that you will look good to people, because even in those ways, you will look bad to somebody. At least when you look bad to a whole bunch of people, or you go the way that you don't really go, you're gonna get interactions. You're gonna get a whole bunch of interactions, which makes the show better. And it doesn't feel like people are pulling teeth to get you to be entertaining. Who wants to do that? You can see the frustration from everybody when she does that. When she does that, just watch the pod. You can see it.
Okay, yes. Then I would.
That's it.
Okay, fine. I would.
Okay.
If those are the circumstances, fine. I would.
People like, oh my goodness, it's taking you this long to get to the answer that we needed you to get to, or it's taking this long for you to get to the real answer. It would be different if those were her real answers. You can tell that those answers that she give when she's not being truthful are manufactured, or things so she doesn't sound bad, or things that she does so nobody can look at her or judge her. And I don't understand why I do that. And if you continue to do that, even though I love for black women to get their bags and I want you to get your bag, I don't believe that you should stay on this. I believe that you should go into being on E! News, where your opinions are manufactured and you don't have to do nothing edgy. But when you're on the Joe Budden podcast with the biggest nigga of edgy, of saying shit he ain't supposed to, do that as well. That's the only reason you're there, is for the woman's perspective, of the real woman's perspective, and to give your perspective on things that other people haven't experienced. That's what you're there for. It's not to be there and to always look like the clean-cut woman. That's why when other women come on, they are better. For instance, I believe Mustang, the lady that Queen Flip brought on the show, would work way better for the pod than Melissa Ford. But Melissa Ford has a personality. She's more known and all those things, so she's there. I understand that. But I just want Melissa Ford to, like, look, rewatch these shows. I want you to see why people are upset. And to be honest, I want Joe to black one time, bro. Because why are you here if you're not going to make this entertaining? Why are you here if you're not going to say something different? Why are you here if you are not going to give The show what it needs. If you're not going to bring out something that people want to watch, if you're not going to create moments with Ish, if this summer slump shit is annoying, bro. People are paying $25 to $50 a month for a good show where you guys are mum's the word on certain topics where people want to hear your topics. In the beginning of the video, it says this is entertainment. The people that think these are you guys as real personalities, we don't know you niggas. Just make the shit entertaining. That's my only thing. If you feel like I contradicted myself in any part of this rant, just take this part. Be entertaining. Don't do anything weird for the entertainment, for the sake of entertainment, but do what you have naturally done that was being entertaining, or do the things that I have done to make the show good. Don't stray from that because you didn't like the feedback that you got, unless you really disagree. But with Melissa Ford, the things that she ends up saying, she could have said it 5 minutes ago, but didn't want to sound bad. You ask her a question, she got to ask you other questions. Nigga, just say what you really feel. Be entertaining. When you say what you really feel, you're entertaining. Just like Ish, just like Joe, just like Melissa Ford, just like Parks, just like Queensfoot, just like Ice. Be the real you. Be entertaining. You guys are all entertaining when y'all the real you, in my opinion. And that's why I believe that Joe put you on the show. But that's it for my rant. Thank you for watching. It's the ItsTony podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I'm just a 20-year-old nigga from Brooklyn with an opinion. Thank you.